I'm Kiisin Naabe. I'm 16 years old, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm training at Martinez Boxing Club in Memphis, Tennessee. So, a typical day in training from morning to night. So, morning, I think what's best is, maybe do like a 3-4 mile run, go to the gym, maybe do some strength training, and maybe come back home, maybe start, eating, resting, make sure you get a lot of rest, make sure you hydrate yourself, and afternoon, you just come to the boxing gym, start jump roping, doing conditioning, maybe you start doing push-ups, all that, and then put on the gloves. Hopefully, coach, you do the mitts with coach, bag work, and also sparring as well. Sparring is very important because it's the closest thing to it's the closest thing to a fight, and it'll like help you like fix up any mistakes that you may make so that you can be better. Because every sparring session, you need to have like a purpose. You need to have like something to change it up. Because I think if you just do the same thing, like you might not ever improve. So that's pretty much it. After sparring, maybe do maybe just like an extra conditioning. Then you just head out, get back home, eat, sleep, and the next day you do it all over again. Like kind of like a little bit of freedom, like for my free time, like I had to give that up because I pretty much don't really do anything else like besides the sport, because like what do I do? Like I don't really do too much like outside of the sport, and I think I just have to give that up, and which is fine by me, because like it's better to do something than at least to do nothing at all and just stay in the house and just play games and all that. But I think it's a pretty good like deal that I had to get up on, because at least like if I do make it good in the sport, like at least there'll be like something good in the end waiting for me. The hardest part about my preparation is I think the hardest part is just discipline. Like you need to, like for this sport, like you don't really play, like you can't play any game in the sport, because like you put your life at risk in the sport, and you need to have a whole lot of discipline for the sport, and a lot of people really don't have that much discipline for this, and if you just keep on like going off of motivation, like motivation really isn't like, it won't, like it'll take you, but like it won't take you so far as to discipline, because discipline is like you just have to keep doing it even if you don't feel like doing it. Like whatever you do, you just have to keep on going. That's even when you don't have the drive to do it, you just do it anyways, because that's what discipline really is, and that's what boxing is. My earliest memory of boxing, I think it was when I think I was like around 12 years old. My earliest? Well, okay, earliest. So I was 12 years old. I just got into boxing. I was watching it. I would train myself like how to fight. Like I always had an interest into boxing, especially like fighting, because like when I was younger, I'd always play like fighting games like Street Fighter, maybe that, and I'd always watch like UFC, WWE, and all that. So it just grew up on me, and ever since then I just always had an interest in fighting. So I just chose that boxing was the way for me, and that's pretty much it from there. Honestly, I have thought about quitting at one point, but like what's the point in that though? Because like I think like if you just quit, like you might not never know what you could like become in the future, and I think it's best if I just push it through and just see it through in this sport. But yes, one part of my routine that people won't believe that I actually do is I think most people won't think that I do sparring. Like I'm pretty much I pretty much keep to myself, like especially in school, like I don't really brag about boxing and all that. I don't brag to anyone. Like only people that know that I do this is really my friends and family. But other than that, I think most people don't really see me as the type to start sparring and like fighting, because I don't think they really see me as the fighting type. So who believed in me before everyone else did? I think it was my dad and my sister. Both of them, they knew that like I just had a thing for this. And my dad, I would always when I was little, I'd always play fight with him and all that. And it was just my dad. He helped me get into the sport. He helped me get into the first gym. And I think, and my sister too, she always helped me. She supports me. She always buys some of my boxing gear, and she also wants me to become a great pro in the sport. The ultimate goal for me is to just pretty much legacy. I think I just want to build my legacy, also become a champion as well. But I think I just really want to at least staple my image into the people, in people's minds. Hopefully I can do that once I'm a pro. I think when I first came to this boxing gym, I was welcomed pretty well, and I sparred for the first time. And when I sparred for the first time, I really did get beat up. But even though I did get beat up, I just liked it. I just knew that I was wanting to get into the sport. I just always had this drive for the sport, and I'm just determined to strive for the greater good of the sport, and become a star in the future or something. What boxing means to me beyond the sport, I think it's just a way to keep people from trouble, and it's just a way to let people go past you always need to push past your limits in this sport, and just inspire people to do good. Hopefully people can learn from this sport. Hopefully it'll just strive for people to be great in this sport, and that's what it is.